On the way to the ring, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 241 pounds, Edge.
Bienvenue to our fans around the world from Montreal, Quebec. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
And folks, let me assure you that tonight's show is a lot better than JR's French. Sheesh.
Well, there's no question of that, King. These Montreal fans are ready to get started, and so am I. So what are we waiting for?
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths are going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like.
Oh no! I don't like the looks of this!
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out.
I can't believe he countered that one!
Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE.
Uh-oh! Come on! You gotta stop this guy before he really gets going!
I don't think that's going to happen, King. He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted.
I don't know where he thinks he's going. This could be a mistake.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match, and now it's paying off.
He reversed it. Ugh. These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks. You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
Up the turnbuckle he goes. I hope he knows what he's doing. Look at this. Look at this. You talk about a house of fire. You're seeing it right here.
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not gonna end well. I'm so happy that we have a superstar like Edge on the Raw roster. Someone who sets goals for himself and doesn't let anything stop him from reaching them. He's a great role model for young fans.
Oh, he's a terrific role model, all right. He's all fired up now, King. And I'd hate, looks like someone was playing a little possum there. And here's the pin. 1, 2.
I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they have. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right about that, JR. If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over, don't bother showing up.
Rope break.
Jeff Hardy's a great singles competitor, but tag team action is where he really shines. He's going up, but what's he gonna do when he gets there? What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way, and I think it's going to pay off.
Here's the cover, JR.
1, 2.
You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing.
There's all sorts of crazy stuff under the ring, and all of it can inflict a lot of damage on an opponent. I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
You can play possum all night, but if you want to win a match, you've got to get up and fight. 1, 2.
I don't understand how these fans can boo Edge, JR. They've got no respect for everything he's done for them.
Oh, you're full of it, King. These fans don't give a damn about Edge, because they know that Edge doesn't give a damn about them either.
How can you say that, JR? Edge is one of the most exciting and dynamic superstars on the Raw roster. And I hope you don't drive him to SmackDown with the way you slander him.
WWE's traveled to just about every country, and Jeff Hardy's got fans in every single one.
He's a one-of-a-kind phenomenon, no doubt about it.
I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably... Oh, no! This is terrible! You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum!
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers. Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon you in a heartbeat.
Oh, boy. The adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something quick. Wow, listen to these fans, JR.
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all.
I talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
And that's coming through loud and clear here tonight in this match. They're not taking it easy on each other either.
It's been said a million times, but I'll say it again. This isn't ballet. Ruthless aggression is the name of the game.
A textbook reversal there.
Can you believe we actually get...
This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary?
These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
No kidding. If you don't have that conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match.
You sure aren't. And that's only one of the many reasons I try to stay out of the ring whenever possible.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a...
He played possum, and it paid off. He's got his opponent in a pinning predicament. You've got to ask yourself, how much punishment will these superstars be able to withstand tonight?
I don't know, JR, but I think they're pretty intent on finding out.
They certainly are. I don't know how it's going to end, but I can guarantee you they're going to leave it. He's taken every advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking a few more.
If he's not the dirtiest player in the game, JR, he's a shoo-in for second place.
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in that ring, mark my words.
I hope these fans appreciate it, JR. These superstars are putting it all on the line for them right here tonight. It's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go.
Well, from my perspective, this is...
Did you see that, JR? He just completely faked down his opponent.
He may get the 3 count here. 1, 2, 3.
Here's your winner, Jeff Hardy.
If you can't walk a mile in it, then get the fuck up off it. Don't cheat, don't sell, no drink. That's our culture. That's how a young gun was raised. Day one, gotta fight. Nothing's gonna change what you've done to me. That plus I can't turn the swell off. Franchise doing big business. Limits is automatic. I win it, so you hit or score, you finish. A soldier, and I stay under you fighting. Plus I'm storming on you chumps like
All are welcoming you to Raw live from Los Angeles, California.
I love this town, JR, and I hope I get a chance to audition some young starlets later.
Boy, you just never stop, do you, King? Personally, I'm looking forward to tonight's show. I think it's going to be a real barn burner.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals. These fans love confidence in their superstar. And that's just what they're seeing from him here tonight.
Well, he can do this until the cows come home, but that's not going to win him the match.
He countered that and made it look easy. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some...
Look at him, rubbing his opponent's face in it. I love it.
Well, this crowd doesn't seem to share your opinion. And quite frankly, I hope this comes back to bite them. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it.
What a reversal.
Randy Orton is a genius, JR. As soon as he got what he needed from Triple H and Ric Flair, he turned on him and struck out on his own.
I think you've got a selective memory there, Kingfish. I seem to remember Triple H and...
He doesn't seem to be too concerned about his opponent, JR.
Well, he should be. This one's not over yet, and you never know what might happen.
I can't believe he countered that one.
Oh, come on down. How about a little more wrestling and a little less posture?
It's called adding insult to injury, JR, and I think it's great.
He's all fired up now, King. And oh no, that last shot busted him open, and the blood is flowing freely.
This is great, JR. Where else besides the WWE can you see this kind of ruthless aggression?
Oh, I can't think of anywhere else, King, but I'm afraid I don't share your enthusiasm for this kind of brutality. Can his opponent kick out of this spinning predicament? Look at this. Look at this. You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here.
Look at the fans, JR. They know what's coming next.
They sure do. And there it is. The FU. What an impact.
Boy, this John Cena is his own biggest fan. How come all of these rappers can't talk about anything except how...
Look at the confidence radiating off this superstar.
All I see is an overconfident superstar who's throwing away the match by not following up.
There aren't many superstars as diversely talented as John Cena. He's as good in the ring as he is on the microphone, and that's saying something.
I won't argue with you about Cena's mic skills. He sure can't talk a good game. But when it comes right down to it, I don't think he can back it up.
King, you're as crazy as a pet coon. Did you happen to notice how many times Cena's worn gold around his waist? Seems to me like he's got no problem putting his money where his mouth is.
This is great, JR. He's really letting his opponent have it.
I guess he is, but I'd like to see a little less sizzle and a little more steak, personally. I don't believe it. We might see a superstar get beat with her own finishing move here.
Oh, here we go. What a jerk. How about continuing the match?
I don't think he's in any hurry to end this one, King. And I don't think the crowd wants it to end either.
Here's your winner, John Cena.